Que venha o sol, o vinho, as flores, marés, canções, todas as cores, guerras esquecidas por amor. Que venham já trazendo abraços, vistam sorrisos de palhaços, esqueçam tristezas e cansaços. Que tragam todos os festejos e ninguém se esqueça de beijos. Que tragam prendas de alegria e a festa dura até ser dia. Que não se privem das despesas, afastem todas as tristezas, pão, vinho e rosas sobre as mesas. Que tragam cobertores ou mantas, o vinho escorra pelas gargantas e a festa dura até às tantas. Que venham todos de vontade, sem se lembrarem de saudade. Venham os novos e os velhos, mas que nenhum me dê conselhos. Que venham de vontade, sem se lembrarem de saudade. Venham os novos e os velhos, mas que nenhum me dê
Welcome back everyone, and it's time for the voting. Before we get into it, I just want to say that I'm closing the voting. I need some help. This name that I have marked on the screen, when I looked it up on Google Translate, it did look a little bit iffy. So let me know if that means something terrible, and then I will delete it. If not, then we're all set to go. So yeah, you can just see it on the screen. If anyone knows what that means, do let me know as soon as possible. Yeah, other than that, I think we're ready to go. So I'm just waiting for some replies. I hope the chat works because there's no movement in it right now. But I do hope that it does work. I didn't vote, but it's okay. Well, get your vote in now. I might let you stay. Just might. No idea. No, me neither. Could just be a name, like a real life name, but when I looked it up in Google Translate, it did look a little bit iffy. There was also a very immature name in there, which I never want to see in the rest of my life, and whoever did it knows perfectly well who they are, because it's absolutely ridiculous what some people decide to name themselves. The name looks like someone's name in Hebrew. Yeah, I thought it was Hebrew as well. But yeah, if it's just a name, then it's just a name. Alright, we're good to go then. I'm updating, and we have 181 voters today. So that's quite a lot, plus me, of course. I'll be the televote at the end. 181 people. I mean, I'm kind of surprised because I gotta say that I didn't really mean, like I didn't really think that it was the most exciting year to vote in, but I do have a pretty good idea of where my points wanted to go, and maybe you do as well. Regardless of anything else, I'm previewing the scoreboard right here. There we have it. Oh, what a name. It's just a name. What? Huh? I don't know. I don't get it. Anyway, 17 countries, 181 voters, and yeah, we'll be here for a while, but I hope you're all ready for it with me. We'll see if we got an exciting voting session today. Gotta let me know, what are your predictions? A top 3 prediction. I want to see that from everyone. Okay. Ruda voted now. Please don't delete my votes. Well, it depends on if they came in. I'll do this just for you. Alright, let's get going. ZHW, I want to contact you privately. Well, you can forget about that. I've already mentioned a million times, I don't give out my private information. No way. No way, Jose. 10 points to Norway, and the first 12 of the day will go to Israel, who take the early lead. And voter number 2, ESC Fan France. Lower points on the screen there. A lot of Luxembourg, UK, Spain, Israel predictions. 8 points to Monaco there. 10 points to Switzerland. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg to go up in the lead. Steven, very ambitious with a Belgium prediction to win this. We'll see if that's going to come true. Belgium's still on 0 at the moment. But they got their first 2 points there from Adrian. Hugo predicts Belgium third. There's a lot of Belgium hype apparently. 10 points to Yugoslavia there, and the 12 to Luxembourg, who are already having a 13-point lead after 3 voters. That's quite a high percentage of points accumulated so far. Ivanik, only 1 point for Luxembourg there though, so someone can catch up a little bit. Finland with 8. 10 points to Belgium, that's pretty big for them. And the 12 to Sweden to move all the way up into second. From being 16th to 2nd with a 12 there. Asterios, the 5th voter. Smaller points are shown there. Italy moves to the top half. The UK now takes over that top half spot. 10 points to Israel to move all the way up into 2nd. And the 12 to Luxembourg. Luxembourg already has twice the amount of points as everyone else, but we still have 176 voters to go, so don't you worry just yet. HRL, with these as the lower points, 8 points go to Israel, 10 points to Yugoslavia to go all the way up into 3rd, and another 12 for Luxembourg. Mark thinks the top 3 will be the same as the original contest, so that would be Luxembourg, Spain, and the UK, I think. Yeah, the UK moves up into 3rd there. Israel's in the mix though as well. 8 points to Yugoslavia from Joey, 10 points to Italy, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Alright, Luxembourg 30 points ahead of the rest now. Sayad, 8th voter. These are the smaller points. 8 points to Luxembourg, 10 points to Israel to move up into 2nd, and the 12 goes to Yugoslavia to take back that 2nd place. Yugoslavia and Israel putting some distance to the rest as well for the moment. Beba, vad is det nu? Maybe some points for Belgium here, or it's just a reference. 8 points to Luxembourg, 10 points to Spain to move up into 4th, and the 12 goes to Portugal to move a few places there, up into what I believe would be 12th, I think. Maya Baby Zeros Zveta for ESC 250. Yeah, we just gotta hammer that in. 10 points to Luxembourg at the top, and the 12 goes to Portugal. 2 12s in a row there for Portugal to now be on the top half of the scoreboard. Cecilia, the 11th voter. Luxembourg already into the hundreds. 8 points go to Yugoslavia there. 10 points to Israel. And the 12 goes to Spain. So Spain hanging on to the top 3 there. Only 5 points behind Israel. ESC fan BG. Smaller points are shown there. Israel now up into 2nd. 8 points to Belgium. 10 points to Yugoslavia. And the 12 goes to Norway to move all the way up into 6th with that 12. It's going to be the most unexciting voting, I predict, with Luxembourg landsliding this. Well, still early doors. But you have your prediction. We'll see if it's going to come true. Priscilla Ilanit Williams. Maybe some points for Israel. 10 of them there. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg from America. We already got a Luxembourg 1600 points prediction. Liz is the next voter. 8 points to Sweden there. 10 points to Yugoslavia to go up into 2nd again. And the 12 to Luxembourg. 39 points ahead now. Eric, the meme is being overused. I don't know what meme you're talking about, but if it's America, then shush. Yafil from Greece gives 8 points to Israel, 10 points to Spain, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg again. Well, it's an early lead, that's for sure. It's very reminiscent of Norway in 2009 in real life, isn't it? At this point, anyway. Dr. Ross gives 8 points to Spain, 10 points to Israel, who are now in the hundreds, and the 12 goes to Norway to move all the way up into 6th with that 12. Taylor hates Finland 71. What was Finland 71? I've already forgotten. Oh well. 8 points to Finland 73 though. UK gets 10. And the 12 goes to Israel. Israel on 115 now. Luxembourg only got 3 points there, so we can't take anything out for granted just yet. Frank B from Germany. Ireland moving up a little bit there. Israel with an 8. 10 points to Spain, who are now also in the hundreds. And the 12 to Luxembourg. Mr. Venom meme. I'll do it just once for you. Venom! That one's gonna be forgotten completely. Tobia X, today's the day of the Flemish community. I did not know, but now everyone knows. Wonderful. 12 points to Luxembourg at the top. Spain now up into 3rd with that 10 there. Netherlands still the only country in the single digits. It's very far behind at the moment. Dorit, 12 points to the best ESC song ever. We'll see which that one is. 8 points to Israel, 10 points to Spain. Surely it's going to be Netherlands now, right? I was wrong. Luxembourg pulling further ahead. Vyacheslav from Russia is the next voter. These are the smaller points. I also have to apologize to all of my viewers over in Russia, as the 12 here goes to Israel. YouTube basically blocks most of my videos in Russia. Sorry that there's nothing I can do about it really, but if you're from Russia and you wonder where are all my videos going, YouTube blocks everything into Russia, so I feel for you. I just wanted to give you some kind of explanation as to why that is. Swallows and Amazon's Breasts gives 12 points to Luxembourg. That's cheeky reference to Sweden there, or their song. Crimson, 23rd voter, a few points to the Netherlands there. 8 points to Israel, 10 points to Spain, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. We know that Groot sometimes randomly blocks stuff in Russia. Not me. YouTube. I hope. Yeah, I get it. YouTube, not Groot. Yeah, I'm not the one doing it. Pixel Sawayama gives 10 points to the United Kingdom, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Luxembourg building quite a hefty lead. 59 points ahead after 24 voters. Jeffrey with a sad smiley face. I wonder what that's for. 8 points to Monaco there. 10 points to the UK, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Tutere Hugo. Oh, that's... 8 points to Sweden, 10 points to Ireland to move ahead of Monaco there, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Annie N, the 27th voter. These are the smaller points. Switzerland moves ahead all the way up into the left side there, actually. 8 points to Finland, 10 points to the UK. UK's got a fair amount of 12, or 10s, I mean. And the 12 to Spain there. Spain closing up on Israel with that 12. Jere from Germany, the 28th voter. Portugal now into the top half with that 7. It's very close for between a lot of songs. Belgium's doing exceptionally well, I just realized. They're up in 6th. 12 more points for Israel here to cement themselves in 2nd for the moment. Luxembourg almost 100 points ahead of Spain already after 28 voters. That's quite something. Eric puts Italy to the top half. 8 points to Yugoslavia. 10 points to the UK. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Luxembourg now 80 points ahead of the closest challenger. Togravus Saterum, 30th voter here. Portugal back up onto the top half. 8 points to Luxembourg. 10 points to Yugoslavia. And the 12 goes to Israel. We did have a few Luxembourg, Israel, Spain predictions for the top 3, I'm pretty sure. It's looking likely at the moment. Aya Nation from America gives 8 points to Luxembourg, who are already on 300 points of the 31 voters. 10 points to Yugoslavia and 12 points to Spain. Groot, can you delete my votes? Something seems to went wrong. Lux was not meant to get a point. Okay. Alright. Coriander, voter number 31, that will be them. We're going back. Oh wait, where were we? Yeah, Coriander, right? Alright, Coriander, next voter. These are the smaller points. This is going slowly. 8 points to Israel. 10 points to Spain. And the 12 will go to Luxembourg, who are now on 304 points. GR, the next voter. Switzerland now into the top half. 8 points to Sweden, who are in the hundreds now as well. 10 points to Yugoslavia. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg. On a personal note, if there were anything wrong with my votes, I wouldn't ask Groot to change them. It is what it is. If not, they were in starting order or so. It's fine, I guess. But yeah, it's strange if your votes are altered by the ScoreWiz app. I don't know about that. Make sure you double check your votes before you submit them, I guess. Rina Grau, 10 points to Yugoslavia there, and the 12 to Israel. The next voter will be Neely. These are the lower points. Sweden and Portugal currently tied. Portugal in the hundreds as well there for 6th. 8 points to Israel, 10 points to Luxembourg, and the 12 from Neely goes to the United Kingdom. How many voters this year? Well, now we're on 180 plus me, after deleting Jere's votes. Honor, rip, rest in peace legend Özcan from MFÖ, we won't forget. We won't indeed. I actually listened to Did I again today. Netherlands now in the double digits, congratulations to them. 10 points to Israel, and the 12 goes to the United Kingdom. And the next voter is Chris ST, 0 points to Clown Lady Dimitrescu. Huh? Was that the interval act, or am I missing something? No clue. 8 points go to Finland there to move ahead of Switzerland. 10 points to Israel. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Next voter, Sval Asomar. Alright. These are the lower points. 8 points go to Italy, who are now also in the hundreds. 10 points to Yugoslavia. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Oh, you can hear the crickets? They're loud? But it's like it will get so hot in here if I close the window. Please let me please accept that, crickets. They're a part of the ambience, aren't they? Toypa Cat already regret these votes. Well, no way back now. 8 points to Portugal, 10 points to Spain, and the 12 goes to the United Kingdom. Was that the first blank for Luxembourg? It might have been, actually. I feel like Luxembourg's gotten points from everyone. Big points as well. Gluzamars, the next voter. Luxembourg still on course with 1,750 points. That would be insane. 8 points go to Spain here. 10 points to Luxembourg. And the 12 goes to Sweden, who now move ahead of Portugal there again. Groot, would we ever get a cover version of the 73 Swedish entry from you? I'm very hesitant towards that. I highly doubt it, Auntie. Or Andy. Auntie? Tuvate Marie Proper Charlie. 10 points to Belgium there, who moves out of Italy. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg. I didn't vote like that. Alright. Like, I haven't done any... I can't alter your votes. I don't know why it changes your votes. If it does that, make sure you double check them before you submit them. If you did that as well, I don't know what to say. Let me know if you want me to delete them. Alexandra C gives 10 points to Spain, and the 12 goes to the UK. Next voter will be Joni from Finland. These are the lower points. Monaco moves out of Ireland. Other than that, nothing changed. 8 points to the UK. UK very close to Yugoslavia now. 10 points to Israel. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg. I'm actually going to bump up the speed a little bit because this isn't very interesting at the moment. We have a 101 point split at the top, separating Luxembourg and Israel. Vilma doesn't like clowns. Well, bad evening for you. 8 points to Switzerland there. Switzerland and Finland both in the hundreds now as well. Yugoslavia with a 10. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg. I'm Belgium, but I never expected Belgium to get this high in the ranking. I can tell you very confidently that in any other year that we've watched, Belgium wouldn't be on the top half. It's just that there was nothing else to vote for in this year. At least that's what I think. But that could just be an assumption. Maybe people loved it. 10 points to Yugoslavia from Mihailo, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Will you do rewatches / votes for any of the 2000s or 2010s contests? Yeah, we're going to do all of them, Mark. Every single year. Every single year, Mark. We've already done all of the 80s. And we're going to... Like, once we've got to 79, we're continuing from 91 and forward. And we're just never stopping. Ligo krasike licho talassa. Sure. Something about wine and the sea there. 12 points to Luxembourg anyway. I'm sure it was a reference to the Greek 1974 song. Oh yeah, next year we're watching. Greece will join the contest. Looking forward to that. Anne from Czechia gives 8 points to Yugoslavia. 10 points to Luxembourg. And the 12 goes to Spain. Groot, do you think we would qualify Bulgaria 2009? What was Bulgaria 2009? I don't remember. Was that... No, that wasn't DJ Take Me Away. That was another year. I don't remember what Bulgaria sent in 2009. Sorry. Bruno from Brazil gives 8 points to Israel. 10 points to Finland. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg, who now have a 126 point lead. If your votes... Yeah, Toipa, your votes were basically completely different to the ones that were submitted here. So I'm going to delete your votes because they're not even close to being what you wanted to vote for. Voter 47, I'm just deleting them. It's very unfortunate that stuff like this happens. There's nothing I can do about it. Of course, more people try and vote again. Like, no. You missed the deadline. Wait, who was even the last voter? Audio file. Toipa. Where are you even? What did you name yourself today? I can't find you. Well, this is wonderful. I can't even find you. What did you name yourself? Am I just blind? You're not here. Honestly, what? Yeah, you're not even here. I'm just like 47 or 48 or something. Oh, this is just a mess. I'm terribly sorry about this, everyone. How far in were we? 47. Yeah, we had seen Bruno's votes. Okay, next voter. Epsilon will probably sleep during the voting. Beak. Yep, sure. Sleep well, sleep tight. Hope you're having a wonderful sleep. 8 points to Israel, 10 points to Spain, and the 12 going to Luxembourg at the top. Luxembourg 130 points ahead now. Marin from Croatia, next voter. No movement from those smaller points. Very close between Portugal, Sweden, and Italy, actually. Looking there closely. 10 points to Spain and 12 more points for Luxembourg. Something regret. Oh yeah. Let's see if I can just find that, actually. No. Your votes just got deleted automatically. Okay. Lily from Antarctica. Questionable, right? 8 more points for Luxembourg. 10 points to Yugoslavia. And the 12 goes to Spain. Only 8 points between Israel and Spain right now for second. Ricardo, operatic clown enthusiast. Well, it's good that the clown has an audience. It's a different thing that the audience consists of Ricardo and only Ricardo. But happy he enjoyed it. 10 points go from Ricardo to Israel. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg. 507 points now for Luxembourg. I'm actually speeding this up even more. It's incredibly non-exciting at the moment. Luis Lopez from Mocedades. I probably did not pronounce that the way it's supposed to. 8 points to Portugal. Portugal and Sweden currently tied for points there. 10 points to Luxembourg. And the 12 goes to Spain. Spain only 6 points behind now. Great leap from Portugal to England. Yeah, they're separated by a lot of points there. That's for sure. Power to Special K. Good reference. I like that. 8 points to Finland. 10 points to Luxembourg. And the 12 goes to Spain. Spain now up into second. Pronounced it right? Are you sure? You sure? Kermit the Frog. Well, it's an interesting voter to have in the mix. Smaller points for both Luxembourg and Israel there. Sweden moves out of Portugal again. 8 points to Spain. 10 points to Finland. Okay, let's see where Kermit wants to give this 12. Well, that is... For some reason, I just had a hunch that that was going to happen. Belgium very close to Portugal now. Angel Ruiz, the next voter. Sweden is way too high. Well, then you don't want to look at the real results, do you, Turtle Jones? I mean, Sweden's got like half of the points that the UK has anyway, so... Sweden with another 10 there, though, from Angel Ruiz. And the 12 goes to Spain. Spain now on 402 points. Good, yeah, as a Spanish native speaker, I can swear you did it right. Well, lucky shot then, because I'm not going to be able to repeat it, I'm sure. Bluen. Monaco moves out of Germany there in the battle for 13th, maybe? 10 more points for Belgium to go ahead of Portugal there. into 7th, and another 12 for Luxembourg. Good, as a playback fan, yes, that I do avoid the real results. Well, then you gotta take every win you can get. Kisara Contert, yeah, that is pretty good. Not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Italy moves to the top half there. 10 points to Israel, and 12 goes to Luxembourg, who are 148 points ahead of Spain. We could look at a new record breaker in today's world. Like, I don't think it's gonna beat Nel Blue di Pinto di Blue in the percentage points, but it's probably gonna be up there, you know, up with maybe Danse Wiese and Ein bisschen Frieden, possibly. We'll see. 10 points to Spain here from Victor from America, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Edward, A Song for Europe, gives these as the smaller points. No movement. Oh yeah, Portugal moves out of Italy there. Didn't even realize Italy had passed Portugal. Italy with an 8 there to close up to Belgium as well. 10 points to Luxembourg, and the 12 goes to Sweden, who are now on 194. Can't believe that France is higher than the Netherlands. Well, France didn't steal their entire hook. So maybe that's something. Mark from the UK, these are the lower points. Yugoslavia and the UK super close to each other. Italy, Belgium and Portugal also super close to each other. 8 points to Israel, 10 points to Spain, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. I think Mark is very much satisfied with the current top 3. Spot on the same order. When you get to rewatching shows with semifinals, will you be watching voting for semis, or will you just do the finals? We're going to watch the semifinals as well, and we're going to do our own votings for the semifinals. And then create our own finals based on that. So I hope you're into that. A Japanese name, aka Just Achilles, now in Japanese. Wonderful. 12 points go to Spain, and nothing for Luxembourg there. Petition for Groot to say all the 12 points countries in the America voice. Absolutely no way. Bast Bats, the next voter. Some small points for the bottom 2 at the moment there. 8 points to Spain. 10 points to Israel. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Alright, Vitali, the next voter. These are the smaller points. UK moves out of Yugoslavia there. 8 points to Switzerland to move ahead of Norway. 10 points to Israel. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Will Netherlands get at least 50? I mean, it's looking like a stretch, honestly. They're on 17 points. But they're getting a few, like, ones here and there. Theo is our next voter. These are the lower points. Norway moves back ahead of Switzerland there. 8 points to Finland. Finland only 1 point behind Belgium now. 10 points to Ireland there to move ahead of Germany. And the 12 goes to Israel. Israel actually 100 points ahead of the UK now as well. So we have a pretty clear gap from the top 3 to 4th as well. E being our next voter, voter number 65 out of 179. So, well, we got a long way to go. 8 points to Israel there. 10 points to Yugoslavia to now go back up ahead of UK. And the 12 goes to Spain. Will you be doing this for all the years of Eurovision? Yes, I will. S. Reeves Francois. Adam, the Swedish, or Adam from Sweden, 66th voter. 8 points go to Luxembourg. 10 points to Israel. And the 12 goes to United Kingdom. Go back up into 4th again. Portugal on the right side. How? Well, people haven't given it enough points to be on the left side. That's simply put. I'm so happy from Chile. Well, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. 8 points go to Spain, 10 points to Finland, and the 12 from I'm so happy goes to Israel. I'm happy you have so many voters. I am too, as long as we don't reach the limit. Would you say this is the worst year so far out of your watch-alongs? I like my top 3 and that's it. I'd say so, Mark. I'd definitely say so. I did not care for this year. However, my favorite this year is one of my all-time favorites, so can't complain too much. Stan Goeiemorgen, which was the Belgian song last year, I think. 12 points to Belgium. Belgium moves out of Finland with that. 1 point behind Italy now. 12 points in the Roman numerals here. Finland now into the 200s as well. Groot will probably edit the video to replace the qualifiers. Yeah, exactly. When we do that, I will do that. 12 points gives 10 points to Luxembourg, and the 12 goes to Spain. What is the limit? On this website, 200 voters is the maximum limit. If we ever reach to a point where like we're gonna surpass that every time, we'll have to think of a different solution to how we can do the voting. Ronnie's Umbrella UK 77 is the 70th voter. Israel, Spain, and Luxembourg now all above 500 points. 10 points to Portugal there, and the 12 from Ronnie's Umbrella goes to Luxembourg. Gotta say that not only was the year not that great to watch, but this voting session probably isn't the greatest either, because we don't really have the excitement that we've had from a bunch of other ones. However, it should be pointed out, like, we've had cases before where 150 points have been the lead and things have changed. So I'm not going to say anything yet. It's just like Luxembourg gets points all the time. That's just the feeling I get. Tibor, though, gives the 12 points to Sweden to move ahead of Italy there, up into 6th. By the time you get to the 2000s, you will have more subscribers, or at least I hope. I hope so too. I hope so too, for sure. Sonntag ich meg Sonntag. 8 points to Yugoslavia, 10 points to Israel, and the 12 surely will go to the Netherlands. Even the sun has its spots, doesn't it? Next voter, Dr. Seger. That means Dr. Victory in Swedish, if that's supposed to be what it says. I'm not sure. Regardless, 8 points to Luxembourg, 10 points to Portugal, and the 12 goes to Switzerland. Nothing for Spain there. Switzerland with a big 12. I think that's Switzerland's first 12, isn't it? Today's slow news day here. James S., the next voter. Yugoslavia there moves up into 400 points now, ahead of the UK into 4th. 8 points to Israel, 10 points to Luxembourg, and the 12 goes to Spain. Beba Weatherwax, 75th voter. We have more than 100 to go. UK now back up ahead of Yugoslavia again into 4th. 8 points to Israel. 10 points to Yugoslavia to go back ahead of the UK again. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Gotta say, like, I don't think a single country has ever received as many 8 points as Israel has done today. I feel like it's getting an 8 all the time. Alipan, do I stream? Huh? Is that a reference to Ireland this year? If it is, I didn't quite get it first, but okay. Ireland with a 10 there, though. And the 12 goes to Belgium to move ahead of Finland there, up into 8th, only 3 points behind Sweden now. Italy's taken that 6th place, actually. I hadn't even realized. Leos 98 and his humble votes. Well, let's see those humble votes. 5 points to Netherlands. Sure is humble, I guess. Monaco moves ahead of Germany there. 8 points to Belgium, who are now in 7th. 10 points to Germany. Well, these are some spread out votes. And the 12 to Luxembourg. Just realized why Monaco is so low. Oh, I just realized why is Monaco so low. People don't vote for it. I'd say that's the reason. Jason Lee, 78th voter. 8 points go to Sweden, only 1 point behind Belgium now again. 10 points to the UK, only 1 point behind Yugoslavia. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Gotta say, like, if Belgium gets 6th in today's voting, I will be very, very surprised. But Belgium is doing particularly well today, I have to be said. I did not expect that, but here we are. Sweden overtakes them there, though, with an 8 from Gori Vatrart Vandelay. 10 points to Portugal, who are now back on the top half, and the 12 goes to Yugoslavia to go back ahead of the UK into 4th. Jon Olasand, guess this is the alter ego from Vatican City. 8 points go to Spain. 10 points to Israel, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Luxembourg have 199 points down to Israel, 189 down to Spain. We'll see if we can close the gap a little bit. Sasha is the next voter up. 8 points go to Yugoslavia. 10 points to Sweden to now move ahead of Italy into 6th, and the 12 goes to Finland, who are now back on the top half, pushing down Portugal. Battle for the 6th place is somewhat interesting. Yeah, I think that's the interesting one. We do have a battle for 2nd and for 4th, and so we do have a few battles here and there. The battle for 6th is absolutely between a lot of countries, though, as well. Like from Sweden all that way down to Portugal, I'd say, are involved in that. 8 points to Finland from Polina, 10 points to Israel, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. 197 points ahead of Spain now. Wiscal, next voter. These are the smaller points. 8 points to Israel, 10 points to Luxembourg, and the 12 goes to France. That's a first. France getting a big 12 there, closing up a little bit on Monaco there, but still very much on their own in 16th, kind of. Dimitris, Luxembourg's interval acts enjoyer. Well, we have a second one. Would you look at that? How wonderful. You can create a fan club with Ricardo. 8 points to Luxembourg, 10 points to Israel, who are now up in 2nd. And the 12 goes to Spain to take back that 2nd place and also break into the 600s on their points there. Kane78, Groot, you're muted. Oh no! I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry. Sweden got 12 points there. Go ahead of Italy again. You're so cheeky, Kane. Super cheeky. Macedonian guy, the next voter. These are the lower points. 8 points go to Israel. Israel now 1 point ahead of Spain in 2nd. 10 points to Yugoslavia. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Alright then. Will you be going to Eurovision in person next year? No, I'm not going, Mark. Will France reach will the Netherlands reach 100 points? It's not looking likely, is it? Yarata from Finland gives 8 points to the UK, 10 points to Israel, and the 12 goes to Spain. Spain and Israel, very, like, if we just exclude Luxembourg from the conversation, there's 1 point separating Spain and Israel at the top. Groot's grandma, traumatized by the clown, aren't we all? Except for Ricardo and Dimitris, of course. They did enjoy that. 8 points go to Sweden, 10 points to Luxembourg, and the 12 from Groot's grandma goes to Yugoslavia. Portugal, excruciatingly difficult to vote for something. Smaller points are shown here. Spain moves back ahead of Israel. 10 points to Israel, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Looks like my votes didn't register, although I clicked on the link as soon as you posted it. I'd have thought my votes would have been shown earlier than this. Don't know what to tell you, Remix Original. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not in charge of anything of that. Serenissima is the 90th voter, which means we're halfway through only. 12 more points for Spain there. Spain 4 points behind Israel now. I was gonna marry Steve. Well, yeah. I think is Steve usually with the puns, right? What, like the one from the 1972 stream. I remember really liking that pun, but I've already forgotten it. Oh well. 10 points to Israel there from Steve, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. And now I feel like I'm stuck in just the thinking process of trying to remember that pun, because I thought it was good. If anyone remembers it, let me know. Guess the song. Hajde zaljubi moje oči. Yeah, you gotta make them trickier than that. 10 points to Belgium, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Scorewiz is on vacation today. Yep, seems like it. Polenta is the next voter. These are the lower points. 8 points go to Yugoslavia. 10 points to Spain. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Luxembourg doesn't really have that much left in getting to 1,000. We still have, like, we're barely past the halfway mark. Czech, you can't spell Czech, by the way. 1988 wiki page, please. What have you done to that one? I'll take a look at it. 8 points to the UK, who are now in the 500s as well. 10 points to Spain, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. I tried the Eurovision Winners Quiz on Sporkle and I got 38. I feel like a bad Eurovision fan. No, I think 38. 38's a pretty good score. I mean, we all have different levels of nerdiness within Eurovision, I'd say. I don't think 38 is a bad score. My mom would get like 5. Milos K gives Luxembourg 8 points, 10 points to Yugoslavia, and the 12 goes to Israel. I can't even remember what I called myself yesterday. So no one's gonna figure that out, I guess. It was good though, Steve, I remember that. Bringer of Bats from Cyprus, the next voter. A few points for Netherlands there. 8 points to the UK. 10 points to Luxembourg. And the 12 goes to Spain. Closing up on Israel there. Speaking of 88, what do you all think of the UK 88? The UK in 1988 is my second favorite, I think, from that year. Could be my personal favorite, but Sweden is just... To every Swede, Sweden is just... It has to be the winner. UK finished, I think, either 4th or 5th in our voting, though. Mr. 1978, yes, only 5 years before I arrived to this world, maybe. 12 points to Spain, anyway. Despite finishing last, the Austrian entry Lisa Mona Lisa became a huge hit among Groot's community. Groot and all of his subscribers are planning to give it 12 points in ESC Top 250-20. Is that from what it says on the wiki? Great information. Luca gives 10 more points for Luxembourg there, and the 12 goes to Italy. Italy has a little bit of a gap there in 6th now as well. Elendil Babes 2. Sure. Why not? Why not? 8 points go to Israel. 10 points to Yugoslavia. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Luxembourg only have 50 points left to get into the thousands now. Go and Stadius are my top 2 that year. Well, you and me both. Who would have figured? Love in Rewind, winner of Gru Division 2011. Oh, that would be something. I would not mind that whatsoever. But we have a while to go to get to 2011. 100th voter, by the way. So there's something as well. The 12 from the 100th voter goes to Israel. This was Spain's last big opportunity. I don't think they will ever win Gru Division. Oh, wow, that's quite the statement you put there, Ricardo. Surely they have a few good opportunities remaining, don't they? 95 for sure, but 95 is a good year. We'll see. João Seventres gives 10 points to Portugal there, and the 12 goes to Sweden to move ahead of Belgium now. Has Spain got any second places in our votings? Does anyone remember? Yeah, 1990. But they weren't very close to winning that year, if I remember correctly. Like, Yugoslavia had a good lead there. Spain can't win the Grudi because we've got to award 5 titles to Luxembourg for some reason. Surely you can't complain about this one. It's landsliding it. Duarte Viveiros gives 12 points to Israel, though. Just hope Gru Division 2011 doesn't go to a generic, overrated one like Sweden. I would be very surprised if this community puts Sweden as the winner in 2011. I'm predicting like a 16th place for Sweden in 2011, I'd say. Sebastian from America gives 12 points to Israel. And from the future, Angel in Disguise wins Gru Division 2011. Well, that would be something. Spain will win 2017. You got it, Jere. Of course. Jar from the Netherlands gives 8 points to Israel, 10 points to Sweden, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Luxembourg now only 6 points away from the 1,000, and we're only, like, how many voters in are we? 105. Mad. Castilla-La Mancha jury from Almaden today gives 8 points to Luxembourg, who are now on 1,002 points. 10 points to Yugoslavia there, and the 12 goes to Spain. Spain only 13 points behind Israel now, so we definitely have a battle for second up for grabs. Yugoslavia has actually put some distance down to the UK in fourth. Isabel A, 12 times 12 points. Huh? I don't get that. But okay. 8 points to the UK. 10 points to Yugoslavia. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Groot Eric Sade would tell you to stop and to not say that it's impossible. Because he knows it's possible. Benefit of the doubt, Andy, for sure. Newest 73 video from Svensk TV has a much better quality. I'm sure it does, but it's also 7 gigabytes large. I can't fit that on my computer. Maybe I can, but then I have to delete everything else. 12 points, however, goes to Spain, who are only 10 points behind Israel now. Malta is the only win. Rodmorg, you gotta drop some of that ouzo. You should just stop with it now. Yeah, stick to water. You need a lot of water down in Greece. Tony Johansson didn't fancy 1973. Well, you and me both, Tony. 12 points to Switzerland, though. Switzerland, kind of a little bit on their own, I'd gotta say. But that could change, of course. Andrew B, we have 71 voters to go. 70 after Andrew here. These are the smaller points. Finland now on the top half. 8 points to Yugoslavia. 10 points to the UK. and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. We know the only real winner of 2011 is Croatia. Oh yeah, you're absolutely right, Louise. Like the thing is that I know that when we get to 2011, all of you will just vote for Croatia just to mess with me, and it's gonna qualify and it's gonna do well, for some reason, because you're all just, you function like that. I think. Had Crazy back after missing 1972. We're welcome back, Had Crazy. We're happy to have you. 12 more points over Luxembourg. 260 points ahead now. Like, I don't think anyone has dropped a lead this big, surely, in one of our voting sessions. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this Gilad Yanai name, 8 points to Spain, 10 points to Israel, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Next voter will be I'm sorry, 0 points. Well, you gotta give some points, and they look like this. The 8 goes to Luxembourg, 10 points goes to Italy, and the 12 goes to Germany. Uzo is so good. I know, Rodmorg, but you shouldn't have any because you're obviously way too much on it. But yeah, obviously, it's like it's the greatest drink on the entire planet. So I agree with you, but you should tone it down, surely. Steve EP, Ireland moves ahead of Monaco there now for 14th. 8 points go to Spain, 10 points to Yugoslavia, and the 12 goes to Belgium. How can you vote for the upcoming years? Someone in the chat will tell you. I feel like we've got a lot of new people coming in today that are asking a bunch of questions about how the contest works, which is really cool because that means we're expanding. This channel's getting bigger. It's wonderful. Carla is the next voter up. 8 points to Israel there. 10 points to Yugoslavia. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg. We'll give 12 points to Voki Mittain Popo in 2012. Of course you will. Remind me to delete your votes before I get there. I'll keep looking at the cha-cha-cha lyrics. 8 points to Portugal there to move up into the top half from I have no idea. 10 points to Israel, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Groot, have you ever seen the Liz Asia song she tried to represent Switzerland with in 2013? I recently discovered it, and why is it a banger? I have no idea, Bradley. I've never seen that. I should look it up. I actually think Switzerland sent a good song in 2013, though. It was just a bit awkward on stage, I guess. Upe gives 8 points to Yugoslavia, 10 points to Portugal, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Groot, in 1974, do you think there is any song superior to the ABBA song Waterloo? I have one song in 1974 that I think is like one of the greatest things I've ever heard, but Waterloo is still Waterloo. I'm so torn on how I want to vote in 1974. Groody Visionaries Anonymous Vatican Chapter is the next voter. The 12 goes to Luxembourg. Groot, I guessed your all-time favorite entry, but I'm keeping it secret. Oh, I'm sure you did, Andy. Prove it, huh? Cha-cha-cha has already voted. Darren, I think there are two, because Yarata is also a consistent voter. And I think there are just two different people. AJ gives 12 points to Luxembourg. Ope literally blank every single obvious winner. Didn't he give 12 points to Luxembourg? Or what? Did I miss something? I'm sure he gave 12 points to Luxembourg, didn't he? Fabio, I hear the music, Fabio, fa. Right? 8 points to Portugal. 10 points to the UK. And the 12 goes to Spain. Anouk, the next voter, 1 little point for the Netherlands there. They could they even reach 50? That's the question. We're 120 voters in. 10 more points for the UK here, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Yeah, this is I'm not even doubting it anymore. Like, Luxembourg's getting 12 after 12 after 12. Malta, next voter. These are the smaller points. Uh, 8 points to Spain. 10 points to Israel, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Everyone knows Groot's favorite song is Belgium 78. It's up there, but it's not my favorite song of all time. It's not. Eclectic Learner is the next voter. Groot and everyone else, how was the stream? Was it okay? Were the songs good? The stream was amazing, the songs were not. 12 points here from Eclectic Learner goes to Luxembourg. Finland doesn't give up on overtaking Portugal. I'm already a little dizzy with this movement. Yeah, they're going at it, but Portugal has a gap now. It's also very close to Belgium, actually. Disco Daz from the Hotel Bar. Sorry, what are you apologizing for? Not sure. 10 points to Sweden here, and the 12 goes to Norway. Norway very much on their own in what I believe is 12th place, right? Mart, the next voter. And these are smaller points. Another 1 for Netherlands there. 8 points to the UK. 10 points to Luxembourg, and the 12 goes to Spain. Is Yama Yama good? I have never heard it. Well, it's certainly a song. Yeah, I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce this. 8 points to Luxembourg. 10 points to Belgium to move ahead of Portugal there. And the 12 goes to the United Kingdom. Groot's all-time fave is either Italy 91 or 92. I don't think it could be anything else. What if it's Yama Yama, you know? It could be. Right? Could be. Beba Beba, I love you. And then Yo te quiero, oui mon amour. Okay. 8 points to Belgium anyway. 10 points to the UK, and the 12 goes to Spain. And nothing for Luxembourg there, but it's not like that really matters to Luxembourg. Only thing it changes is their percentage record, I guess. Prior calling here are the results of the CV jury. We still have a bunch of people to go. These are the lower points. 8 points go to Finland. 10 points to Portugal. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Groot's all-time favorite is Denmark 1993. Easy peasy. Groot owes me 10 euros for this statement. You know, Rodmorg, our communication when it comes to money just seems to be going one way. You're not getting 10 euros for that statement. 10 points to Spain from Spooks here, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Wow, you got a nice little list there, Leos. Wouldn't really say that it's very close to being true, but sure. I don't really know why people think that I hate Lisa Mona Lisa though. Like, all of you have made it a meme. I just said that it was unfortunate that he couldn't really nail the vocals. But I never said I hated it. Vanukas gives 12 points to the UK there. Nothing for Israel, which means that Spain is only 4 points behind Israel, and UK are actually only 5 points behind Yugoslavia. So we do have the battles very much on screen, excluding the one for the lead. William C gives 8 points to Sweden, 10 points to the UK, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Could Luxembourg get to 1800? Yeah, let's get some predictions in. How many points will Luxembourg get? We still have 49 voters to go. So, you know. Katja Epstein is the first of those. Wonderful. 8 points to the UK, 10 points to Luxembourg, and the 12 from Katja goes to... I don't think that's the real Katja Epstein, if I'm honest with you. But Belgium got a 12. The next voter. You should do a vote with all of the winners that the viewers have voted for. That is a good idea, but I think we should probably like watch all of the years first, shouldn't we? And that's gonna take a while. But we can absolutely do that moving forward. 10 points to Yugoslavia here, and the 12 from ... goes to Luxembourg. We've got a bunch of predictions. All of them are above 1500 points as far as I can tell. Do remember what you predict though, so you can tell me if you got it right. The highest I've seen so far is probably 1730 from Dr. Ross there. Romance linguist, next voter. France very close to 100 now. 8 points to Israel, 10 points to the UK to go up into 4th again, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Next voter is Samoan Jury, 1973. And these are the lower points. 8 points to Portugal to move past Belgium there. 10 points to the UK, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. I think the lowest we've seen now, 1495 from Vitor. Why is Spain so low? Spain is in 3rd place. I wouldn't call that low. I think Netherlands would kill for 3rd place right now. Festival de Canção 2023 Interval Act. I did not watch that, so I can't really comment on it, but apparently we have an Interval Act voting. 10 points to Spain, and the 12 goes to Portugal. Folks, one last question. Do you recommend watching 1974? Shall I try and watch along? 1974 is great, Rodmorg. Seriously, it's a really good year. You should, like, if you don't want to watch the watch along, you should watch it on your own because it's a great year. Just Another Penguin is the next voter. And don't recap vote, by the way, Rodmorg. Just stop with that. Stop. 10 points to Italy, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg from Just Another Penguin. And yeah, MB brings up a good point as well, Rodmorg. If you're a Yugoslavia fan, I will highly recommend. Yeah, Yugoslavia is really good in 1974 as well, so... Cosmic Summer's in need of Cliff's power after that... Maybe Interval Act, maybe it's supposed to say? Who knows? Monaco with a 6. 8 points to Luxembourg. 10 points to the UK. And the 12 goes to Israel. Quite busy tomorrow, but I'll try to make it. I don't think I said that we're going to stream tomorrow, because we're not. Sorry, but I can't stream tomorrow. I'll be busy. Sorry about that. Yuval and Yair Simoni. I have a duet here. Sweden moves back ahead of Portugal there. 8 points to Israel. 10 points to Ireland to move ahead of Monaco. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg, who are now on the elite points tally. Now that takes me back, doesn't it? Remember whenever, like, maybe that wasn't the case where you're from, but in Sweden, and when I was around a certain age, maybe 14, everyone was walking around always saying 1337 elite man, and oh my, that takes me back, doesn't it? 10 points to Yugoslavia from Imim, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Groot, are you going to do watch-alongs and the votings of the national finals, and will you do Groot divisions with our winners of the national finals? No, but we did that in 2023. We didn't do watch-alongs for the national finals, but we did do voting sessions during live streams for the national finals, and we made our own little final, Eurovision final, with the winners from there. 10 points to Israel here from Thomas M, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Next voter will be Gorivatra Milo. What do you say when an entry reaches 420 points though? Blaze it, I guess. 8 points to the UK, 10 points to Spain, and the 12 goes to Yugoslavia. Batman and Robin, voter 142. A lot of points on the lower for the lower few songs there. France very close to 100 now, very very close. Norway with an 8. 10 points to the UK, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Look at that as well. Israel now very close to 1,000. Spain's not too far away from it either. We'll see if UK and Yugoslavia can get there as well. It's kind of a stretch, but it's possible. Cliff Richards from Ireland here. Those are the smaller points. 8 points go to Spain. 10 points to Israel. Only 3 points away from 1,000 now, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Cliff Richard's biggest fan. Well, we got a lot of Cliff Richard references here now. These are the smaller points. 8 points go to Luxembourg, who are now on 1,400 points. 10 points to Spain, and the 12 from Cliff Richard's biggest fan surely will go to Cliff Richard. That makes no sense, but okay. 12 points to Israel anyway, who are now on the thousands as well. We still have 35 voters to go, so we got quite a while to go. Elte is the first of those 35. 8 points to Yugoslavia. 10 points to Israel. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg. And next voter is Noeto Netochno. France into the hundreds. There we are. 8 points to Portugal. Portugal very close to Sweden now again. 10 points to Spain. And the 12 goes to the UK. Nothing for Luxembourg there. Can't wait for the televote. Israel just needs 400 points to Luxembourg to pause Luxembourg. Yeah. Nelly Furtado, next voter. Portugal moves ahead of Sweden there. 8 points to Italy. 10 points to Yugoslavia. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Next up, Felipe. These are the lower points for the entire top 10 here, possibly. If the top 3 gets the top 3 points. 8 points to Israel. 10 points to Spain. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg. So yeah, Felipe voted for the entire current top 10 there. His Holiness the Pope. One cute little point for the Netherlands. Wonderful. Smaller points shown there. 8 points to Norway. 10 points to Italy. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Someone's shouting outside. I don't really know what they're going at. Sorry if you could hear that. Maybe they wanted to talk to all of you. Who knows? Andy Neosh is back. Happy to have you back, Andy. We've noticed your presence today and we're happy to have it. We got 8 points from Andy going to Spain. 10 points going to Israel. And the 12 goes to Belgium for sure. Oh no, wait, no, really? 12 points to Portugal, huh? Not Belgium. Who would have thought? J. Telles. The next one. These are the lower points. 8 points to Yugoslavia. Can only hear the insects. Oh yeah, sorry. 10 points to Italy. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Like, look at that gap between Yugoslavia and Italy. It's absolute insanity for the top 5 separated from the rest. Mattel is the next voter. Smaller points are shown there. Netherlands to 50, please. It's not impossible. Just need a big point here, and then it's there. Maybe Mattel will give it a 12. Although, judging by the looks, maybe it goes to Luxembourg. It does indeed. It does indeed. 418 points ahead of the competition now. Max Mao. With the smaller points looking like that. 8 points to Yugoslavia. 10 points to Israel. And the 12 from Max Mao goes to Luxembourg. 1490. I think, was it you, Vitor, who predicted 1495 points for Luxembourg? It needs to start getting some blanks here for you to be correct on this one. French Scientist is the next voter. 8 points to Portugal there, who are now in the 500s. 10 points to Norway. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg. So some of you have already missed the prediction for Luxembourg's total points. Will UK or Yugo get to 1000? It's possible. Possible for both of them. Från de blåsiga öarna gives 8 points to Finland, 10 points to Norway. A lot of Scandinavian love here. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Next voter will be Philip H. from Belgium. Smaller points shown there. 8 points go to Belgium there. I think Belgium's kind of gonna get that spot on the top half, honestly. 10 points to Italy, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg, who are Luxembourg are almost 500 points ahead of Spain. I did not see that coming, I gotta be honest. Aussie Wiz, the next voter. Smaller points are shown there. 8 points to Portugal. 10 points to Luxembourg, who are now 505 points ahead of Spain. And the 12 goes to the United Kingdom. Will this be the biggest margin? Probably will be, yeah. Biased for our anti-fascist... Okay, yeah, sure. Maybe some points for Portugal here then, though. 8 points to Luxembourg. 10 points to Yugoslavia. And the 12 will go to Portugal indeed. Portugal's kind of cementing that 7th place. I'm not sure if it can catch Italy for 6th, but it's got that 7th place with some comfort right now. Martin, next voter. 8 points to Italy there. 10 points to the UK. And the 12 from Martin goes to Spain, who are now only 500 points behind the lead, that is. Next up, Monegasque. Well, we'll see if Monaco can get some points from the Monegasque. Yeah, gets 1 point. It's better than nothing. The UK now only 1 point from 900. I think the UK could get to 1000, don't you? 10 points to Israel there, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Portugal top half, we won. Yeah, Portugal's definitely finishing top half. Antipodi, an ESC fan from New Zealand. Just thinking, we have 19 voters to go. We'll see if the UK can get to 1000. Yugoslavia is not out of it either. 8 points to Portugal there. 10 points to the UK. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg. 1,572 points now. It's mad, isn't it? It's really mad. Henny, the 162nd voter. Smaller points are shown there. Um, 8 points to Israel. 10 points to Spain. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Groot's extended family, wonderful. Let's see where these points land up. These are the smaller ones. 8 points to Sweden. 10 points to Finland. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Speaking of winners, which of your winners have won Gru Division? A few. I don't have them in my head right now. Nel Blue di Pinto di Blue won. That was like everyone's winner, so... Marco S. from Switzerland's the next voter. 8 points to Belgium there. 10 points to Israel. And the 12 from Marco goes to Luxembourg, who are now on 1,608 points with 15 voters to go, plus myself. Postman Pat from Canada. These as the lower points. Spain has definitely fallen behind Israel now. Like, Israel's probably going to get that second place, I think. Norway moves ahead of Switzerland there. I thought Norway was set just on their own for all of this, but they've passed Switzerland now. 10 points to the UK, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg at the top. And the Netherlands will only need 1,600 points to reach the leader. Indeed. Zdravko Solic is a legend. We'll see if he gets some points here then. 8 points to Spain. 10 points to Italy. And the 12 goes to Yugoslavia. 882. They still need 118 to get to 1,000. It's looking like a stretch for Yugoslavia. I think the UK will get there though, right? Mercedes Modugno is the next voter. 5 more points for the UK there. 8 points to Portugal. 10 points to Italy. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg. It's going to be really fascinating to see how many percentage of points Luxembourg gets here. Like, if it's even within the ballpark of what Italy got in 58, and like how it will rank compared to the next. Cliff Vidn... that's a terrible reference, but sure. 6 points to the Netherlands, though. That's big for them. 10 points to Spain. And the 12 goes to the UK. Nothing for Luxembourg there. UK now very close to 1,000. Wish Yugoslavia were able to make the top 3. Yeah, that's not happening. I don't think that's mathematically possible. Definitely isn't. Sadly, my number 1, the only treasure I ever had, didn't win Gru Division. We haven't done 2005 yet. 12 points to Israel from Beba Booba Beba. Valentina Moneta casually sunbathing in my backyard, maybe. Lower points are shown there. 8 points to Switzerland. 10 points to Portugal. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Will you react to France's entry from 1974? What do you mean? I'm not making a separate video for it, no. I've heard the song before. Nuku'alofa calling. Tonga has voted. Only 9 people to go. Norway moves back ahead of Switzerland there. 8 points to Italy. 10 points to the UK. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Nothing for Israel, nothing for Spain. Louis, voter number 172. These are the lower points. Eight points to Israel, 10 points to Spain, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Yeah, Luxembourg is going to get into 1,700 points. Like, I don't know what the record for most points scored is. Have we even reached 1,700 points before? I'm not sure. Edmundo's Festa is the next voter up. And Portugal now in the 600s. Belgium has reached 500 points. 10 points to Italy there, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg yet again. Yeah, it's not very interesting. It's kind of boring in all honesty, but what's it called? It's impressive accumulating this amount of points. Guti Anne-Marie Fan, you only give her 7 points though. 8 points to the UK there, 10 points to Israel, and the 12 goes to Spain. UK needs 9 more points to get to 1,000 with 5 voters to go. Yugoslavia needs 90 points with 5 voters. Yeah, that's not happening. But the UK could do it. Helga Stan from Luxembourg, 4 more points for the UK there. We don't really have that many battles going on right now actually. 8 points to Portugal, 10 points to Germany, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. It seems to be a point record. Italy 58 got 1,524. And is that the highest we've got from any voting session? Then wow, this is a big one. No clever name. 1 more point for Netherlands. Could Netherlands reach 50? That would be something. Finland now takes a spot on the top half. Belgium's losing out. 10 points to the UK, who are now in the thousands. So they have reached there. And 12 more points for Luxembourg. 1,725 there. Groot, morning. Sorry I wasn't around today. I was exhausted from work and I could justify waking up at 4 a.m. today. Looking forward to watching the watch along with my breakfast. Have fun, Ellen. Nice to hear from you. Bond, James Bond, puts Belgium back to the top half. 8 points to Sweden there. 10 points to the UK. Who's driving now? Okay. And the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Next voter. It's an average of just less than 10 points per voter, which is wild. Yeah, that is mad. I think though, like Italy 58 had a similar thing, definitely. Q&I from Spain, 178th voter, 8 points to the UK, 10 points to Luxembourg, and the 12 goes to Spain. Spain will not be able to catch Israel though, actually. Like the only... Finland and Belgium still have a battle going on. That can change. I think that's the only thing, because Audiophile is the final voter here. 1 point for Belgium, 3 points for Finland. And then it's just me left after this. 8 points to Italy, 10 points to Israel, and the 12 goes to Luxembourg. Of 29 group division winners, there are only 5 I agree with. Well, gotta just be grateful for those 5, I guess. Alright, my votes to end the whole day here. 1 point for Finland, doesn't change a thing. Nothing's gonna change with these points, surely. So I could speed this up a little bit, which I will do. And that didn't even make a difference, okay. 3 points to Italy. 4 points to Switzerland. 5 points to Sweden. 6 points to Portugal. 7 points to Spain. 8. Oh yeah, only 3 more televote results to go. So exciting. 8 points to Yugoslavia. Finished 100 points behind the UK in the end, actually. 10 points to Israel, and the 12 to the runaway winner of the day. That was not enough to pass the winner, Luxembourg. No, indeed it wasn't. It was going to end today's voting on a nice little palindrome, actually. 1,771 points for Luxembourg at the end there. These are the final results of today's watch-along for 1973. Netherlands finished last with 47 points. It is harsh. Netherlands wasn't my last place, far from it. It was like my 12th or 13th, I think. But the complete rip-off kind of ruins it, doesn't it? And yeah, Netherlands finished dead last, 47 points. France finished in 16th on 114, Monaco in 15th on 145, and Ireland in 14th on 182. Then Germany kind of on their own in 13th there with 218. Then Switzerland finished in 12th, 367 points, 30 points behind Norway there on 397. Belgium did get top 10, but they did end up on the right side of the scoreboard, 505 points. And Finland finished 9th on 514. Sweden in 8th, 542. Portugal in 7th on 638. And Italy got 6th on 686. Super far behind the top 5. Yugoslavia in 5th, 927 points, 100 points behind the UK in 4th. Spain finished 3rd on 1,156 points. And Israel finished 2nd on 1,204. And Luxembourg won with 1,771 points. According to Dr. Ross, Luxembourg 73 received 82% of possible points. Italy 58 received 86.4. So we do not have a new record breaker. However, I mean, you just gotta like, because of course in 58 there were 10 songs participating. Here there were 17. I mean, Italy 58 is just mad on its own, so you can't really compare it. But the fact that this was even that close to it, it's insane. It honestly is. But yeah, absolute huge win for Luxembourg. I did see a comment in the chat earlier saying that this is going to be the last win for them. I don't mean to be like it. It's obviously not impossible that this is the last win for Luxembourg. But we yet to find out. Do stick around on the channel to see the next few winners. As I said, I'm not streaming tomorrow. We're gonna see if I stream on Thursday. It might not happen. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But 1974 is the next year. If I remember correctly, it's a good year. There's good stuff in there. And I hope that you will join me for that. Other than that, yeah, that was probably everything for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I think most people will be rather happy with that result because, I mean, just looking at the majority, we can actually take up this the voting grid here. You just look at the top here for Luxembourg. It is... There's just no competition, you know. It got so many 12s. My. That is absolute insanity. Wow. Yeah. That's everything for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a good one. I'm gonna be playing you some Tu te reconnaîtras for the outro here because yeah, enjoy listening to it again. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a great one, and I'll see you when I'll see you. Bye for now.